Environment manipulation. We've got environment manipulation, a fancy side effect of advanced Conqueror's Haki. This is when your Haki is so intense it messes with the world around you, like splitting clouds or shaking the ground. Picture Roger and Whitebeard clashing swords without touching, sending gusts of wind everywhere, or Luffy and Kaido's Wano fight parting the skies above Onigashima. Shanks pulled it off against Kid, making the sea go nuts with waves crashing into ships. It's cool as hell visually, but let's be real, it's not winning you fights. Making pebbles tremble or clouds split is more about flexing your aura than doing actual damage. Against top-tier fighters, it's just a light show. That's why it's dead last at 22. Still, it's got that I'm a big deal energy. Emotion reading, a niche observation Haki trick. This lets you pick up on people's feelings, kind of like advanced face reading, but it's not full-on mind reading. Sanji's the poster boy here, always sensing when Nami, Robin, or any pretty lady is in distress. Kobe tapped into it at Marineford, overwhelmed by the cries of people around him. Even Ino might have used it to detect fear across Skypia. It's sweet for empathy or finding someone in a pinch, but in a fight, pretty useless. You're not dodging Kaido's club because you know he's angry. It's got some heartwarming uses, but it's stuck at 21 for being super situational. Beast Command moving on. We've got Beast Command, where your Haki willpower is so strong you can boss around wild animals. This isn't Shirahoshi or Momonosuke controlling Sea Kings, or Zunesha. That's a whole different thing. This is about regular beasts, like Zoro becoming the alpha of Mihawks sword-fighting baboons, or Luffy taming creatures from Amazon Lily to Alabasta. It's dope for exploration or pulling a Tarzan, but in a serious battle against a Yonko or Admiral, good luck getting a tiger to save you. It's fun, but not clutch, so it lands at 20. Surgical armament is a super precise use of armament Haki, where you coat small body parts, like fingers, to pierce or destroy specific objects. Rayleigh showed it off at Sabayati, destroying Kami's slave collar in a blink. Luffy copied it to break his own collar in Udon, and Yamato's exploding cuffs in Onigashima. Also, it's slick for specific scenarios, like freeing someone or disarming traps, but it's not something you're pulling out in a slugfest with Big Mom. Too narrow to climb higher, so it's 19th. Haki detection lets you identify people by their unique Haki signatures, like a willpower fingerprint. Shanks used it to spook Green Bull from miles away, and Luffy sensed the Gorosei's presence on Egghead. It's a top-tier skill, probably standard for big shots like Yonko or Admirals. It's great for scouting or knowing who's coming, but it's not changing the course of a fight. Useful for strategy, but not enough to break the top ranks, so it's 18th. Voice of all things is a weird one, possibly tied to Haki. It lets you hear the voice of objects or beings like stones or Sea Kings. Roger chatted with Sea Beast during Odin's flashback, and Luffy and Shirahoshi heard them at Fishman Island. Zunisha, the giant elephant, talks this way too. Some, like Joy Boy or Shirahoshi, are born with it. Others, like Luffy and Roger, somehow tap into it. It's cool for lore-heavy moments or chatting with ancient creatures, but it's rarely useful in combat or daily pirating. That lands it at 17. Intriguing but limited. Now we're hitting the core stuff. Basic observation Haki or Kinban Shoku Haki. This amps up your senses, letting you detect presences, predict moves, or spot hidden threats. It debuted as a mantra in Skypia, with Enel using it to monitor the whole island. It's a must-have for any serious fighter, giving you a tactical edge in dodging or tracking. But it's the baseline for observation skills, so it's not flashy compared to what's coming. Solid but standard. It's 16th. Basic Conqueror's Haki, or Hayoshoku Haki, is the rarest of the three main types. Only 1 in a million have it, and you're born with it, no training required. At its basic level, it's about overwhelming weaker foes with your willpower, knocking them out cold with foaming mouths. Shanks showed it off on Whitebeard's ship, cracking the deck, and dropping crew members just by walking by. Luffy did it at Marineford to clear out Marines. It's perfect for crowd control or intimidating fodder, but against strong opponents, it's just a flex. Still iconic, so it grabs 15th place. Basic Armament Haki, or Buzoshoku Haki, is the workhorse of the Haki trio. It lets you coat your body or weapons with invisible armor, boosting defense and offense. Virgo went full body black on Punk Hazard, tanking bullets and punches. It's also the key to hitting Logia users like Smoker, making their intangibility useless. Every serious pirate needs this to compete. But it's the starting point for armament skills. Essential but not elite, it's 14th. Detection evasion is sneaky as hell. It lets you hide your Haki presence from even top-tier observation Haki users. Shanks and the God's Knights pulled it during their secret Elbaf invasion, and Rayleigh slipped past Kizaru and Marines without raising alarms until he wanted to. It's a spy's dream for stealth missions or ambushes, giving you a tactical edge, not a direct combat tool, but super useful for strategy. So it's 13th. Advanced spatial awareness. This observation Haki gem lets you see through walls or across miles with insane focus. Usopp tapped into it out of desperation in Dressrosa, sniping Sugar from miles away with pinpoint accuracy. It's likely a skill all top snipers, like those on Yonko crews, have. Perfect for recon or long-range attacks, it's a sniper's best friend. Middle-of-the-pack utility earns it 12th. Reflexive armament is when your body instinctively hardens with armament Haki to block attacks. Oden used it to survive Roger's divine departure, hardening mid-air. Zoro tanked a combined Big Mom Kaido attack on Onigashima's rooftop, standing despite broken bones, thanks to unconscious Haki. It's a lifesaver for battle-hardened fighters, but it's passive and relies on experience. Solid at 11th for clutch defense. Advanced observation. Haki is where things get wild. It's a catch-all for high-level observation skills, like seeing the future or through walls. It requires intense focus and unlocks abilities that feel straight-up supernatural, even in a world with zombies and giants. It's versatile, but depends on its sub-skills for impact, so it's 10th, a strong foundation for what's next. Advanced armament Haki steps up the game, letting you project Haki beyond your body for no-contact damage or internal strikes. Luffy learned it in Udon to pierce Kaido's scales, guided by Hyogoro. Garp, Kobe, and Helmeppo trained it old school by smashing battleships. It's a game changer for bypassing defenses, ranking 9th for its offensive and defensive flexibility. Advanced coding, weapon imbuement. This advanced armament skill lets you imbue weapons with Haki, hardening them beyond steel. Temporary coating gives a black sheen. Long-term use creates permanent black blades, like Mihawk's Yoru or Ryuma's Shusui. Oden scarred Kaido with Haki-imbued swords, a vital for swordsmen facing top-tier foes, as Zoro learned against Mihawk. It's 8th for its weapon-based dominance. Combat awareness and advanced observation skill lets you predict and dodge attacks instinctively in close combat. Luffy used it post-time skip to weave through pacifista lasers, trained blindfolded by Rayleigh. Zoro tapped into it against King, reading his rhythm to counter slashes. Master this and you're nearly untouchable. It's 7th for making you a dodge god in fights. Adaptive armament takes reflexive armament up a notch, letting you boost your hardening mid-battle to match stronger foes. Drunk Kaido tanked Luffy's Ryu blows without flinching, then adapted further against Gear 5. Sentomaru amped his Haki to counter Luffy on Egghead. Crucial for facing emperors or admirals, it's 6th for dynamic defense in high-stakes battles. Devil Fruit negation is a mysterious Haki power, likely tied to strong Conqueror's users, where you nullify an opponent's Devil Fruit with superior willpower. Blackbeard resisted Boa's petrification, and Shanks bypassed Bartolomeo's barriers. It's about imposing your will over theirs against Devil Fruit-heavy foes. This is a trump card, earning 5th for flipping the script on a broken powers. Emission technique. Ryo, Wano's term for advanced armament Haki, focuses on emitting Haki outward for no contact or internal damage. Luffy mastered it in Udon to hurt Kaido's insides. Kawamatsu deflected Big Mom's attack with it. It's a combat beast, versatile and devastating, landing at 4th for its precision and power. Future Sight, an advanced observation skill, lets you peek seconds or minutes into the future. Katakuri used it to predict Luffy's moves in Whole Cake Island. Shanks took it to another level, stopping Kid's attack before it even started. When mastered, it's nearly unbeatable, only a few have it. That's why it's 3rd, just shy of the top dot. Advanced Conquerors, Haki is where legends are made. Users like Luffy, Kaido, and Shanks infuse their willpower into attacks, dealing damage without touching. Luffy's Gear 5 punches in Wano hit Kaido from afar, with black lightning sparking everywhere. It's a Yonko-level power, turning you into a force of nature. 2nd place for its sheer dominance in top-tier fights. Imprinted Haki at the top. We've got imprinted Haki, pure speculation, but hear me out. This lets you embed your Haki into objects or people for lasting effects. Scopper Gaban used it to hurt the immortal Gorosei St. Topman Warcury, leaving Haki inside to stop regeneration. Joy Boy did it with the Iron Giant. his Haki lingering for centuries. It's the only known way to damage immortals like Emu or the Gorosei, making it the ultimate trump card. First place, hands down, nothing else comes close.